The hum of tires against the highway echoed under a pink dawn as Kendra Hayes steered her black sedan down the quiet stretch of road. The sun was just breaking over the horizon, turning the mist into gold. And for the first time in years, she allowed herself to smile. Today was supposed to be her day. Her first day as chief of police in Cedar View, a promotion that took 2 decades of grit, sacrifice, and nights spent proving herself in a system that was never built for her. But even as the light spilled over the hills, something inside her refused to relax. She had read the reports, heard the whispers, a department with a history of bias, a town where old traditions clung tight. Cedar View wasn't just another job. It was a test of everything she stood for. Then blue and red lights filled her rearview mirror. A single siren's wail shattered the stillness. Kendra's breath slowed. She eased the car onto the shoulder, dust rising as her tires crunched over gravel. 2 officers stepped out. White, uniformed, confident. The older one, built like a linebacker, led the approach. The younger followed, his expression sharpened by arrogance, license, and registration. The senior officer said flatly, his tone stiff with authority. Kendra didn't argue. She reached into the glove box, retrieved the papers, and handed them over without a word. The younger cop leaned closer, eyes narrowing. "Long way from home, huh?" he said. "This stretch ain't exactly friendly for visitors." Kendra's hands rested on the wheel, calm, controlled. "I'm on my way to work," she replied. "Oh, yeah?" His smirk deepened. "Where's that?" She paused. She could have ended it right there, told them who she was. But she wanted to see it, to witness the problem she'd been hired to fix. "You'll find out soon enough," she said evenly. The older cop shifted his stance. "Let's not make this difficult, Mama," he said, voice carrying the weight of practiced intimidation. "We can take this further if need be." That was it, the threat. The same quiet menace she'd felt years ago when power was a weapon, not a duty. She'd earned her place the hard way, and she wasn't about to let 2 badges forget that. Kendra took a slow breath. Then, calmly, she said, "That won't be necessary. I'm Chief Kendra Hayes. You're a new commanding officer." The air froze. The younger cop's grin vanished. The older one blinked, his composure cracking like glass. You're the chief?" he stammered. "Yes," Kendra said. "And I'd like to know what exactly justified this stop." Neither spoke. The silence was heavy, thick with embarrassment. The younger one fumbled for words. "Must have been a misunderstanding, Chief." "No," she cut in, voice like steel. "This isn't a misunderstanding. This is exactly why people don't trust us. You stop drivers who look like me, ask questions you wouldn't dare ask anyone else. And you do it because you think you can." The senior officer tried to speak again, but no sound came out. Kendra stepped out of her car, the authority in her presence undeniable now. "You'll both report directly to me starting tomorrow," she said. "Every stop, every encounter, every word, reviewed personally." The older cop swallowed hard. "Yes, Chief," he muttered. "It won't happen again." Kendra gave a brief nod. "I hope not," she said quietly. "Because next time, it won't end with a warning." She got back into her car, the weight of the moment pressing heavy on her chest. As she pulled away, the flashing lights faded in the mirror, symbols of a system she was here to change. That afternoon, the Cedar View Police Department gathered for its first briefing under her command. The room was tense, half curiosity, half resistance. Kendra stood before them, her presence calm but commanding. She told them exactly what happened that morning. No sugarcoating. "No omission. I'm not here to embarrass anyone," she began. "But I am here to set a standard." Her voice carried through the room, steady and clear. "Every officer here will be held accountable for how they treat the citizens of this town. All citizens. Bias ends today. Some exchange uneasy looks. Others nodded, quietly relieved someone was finally saying it. This is your chance to show integrity, she continued. But make no mistake, I will not tolerate prejudice. I will not tolerate disrespect. And I will not tolerate anyone who believes their badge makes them untouchable. The silence that followed was electric. It wasn't fear she wanted, it was awareness. A shift, weeks passed. Word of the traffic stop with the new chief spread fast, first through the department, then through the town. Reporters picked it up. The headlines painted her as a symbol of change, a leader unwilling to bow to corruption. Some cheered her. Others whispered behind closed doors. But Kendra didn't care. She'd lived through worse. For her, the mission was clear: to rebuild trust, to reform a department that had forgotten what justice looked like. And every time she drove past that same stretch of highway, she remembered that morning, the flashing lights, the arrogance, the shift of power. That moment had set the tone for everything to come. Because change doesn't start in press rooms or offices. It starts on the roadside, where truth meets authority and courage stands its ground.